danger.
Am I tripping, Tayshawn? Like, was he not just blowing through these bitches so fast? Like, this nigga did one person in a minute. Like, can we get into depth? Give me a real story time? Make me feel like I'm involved or something? I don't know. And then that soft ass music that he got in the background.
Seriously skinny.
Not
Others
wrong.
get suspiciously muscular. Some drank gallons of melted ice cream to gain weight quickly, whereas others were forced to take pills by producers before they were 18 years old. This is not standard acting protocol.
Hey, this shit be killing me every time I see this thing. I love you, 50, but this shit have me dead. You ain't need to do this for this.
These are actors who risked serious injury or death all for the sake of a role, and in some cases, the damage lasted the rest of their lives. Today we are looking at the dark side of Hollywood body transformations, starting with Tom Hanks, who's lucky he did not pass away while filming Castaway. In the film, Hanks plays the role of Chuck Noland, a FedEx executive whose plane crashes into the Pacific Ocean, leaving him stranded on an island for 4 years. At the time, Hanks's natural body weight was around 185 pounds, but his physical stature in real life would not accurately match the character he was portraying. So for the early scenes, before the crash, where Chuck is still living a normal, comfortable life, Tom intentionally packed on nearly 50 pounds to reflect a man who eats all your favorite calorie-dense comfort foods like burgers, fries, and milkshakes. Gaining the weight was essential to make the body transformation even more dramatic, going from slightly overweight to dangerously underweight. After filming the first half of the movie, production shut down for an entire year so Hanks could lose the weight and come back looking like someone who'd been surviving off coconuts and fish. And this is where things got brutal. He went on an extreme diet, eating mostly vegetables, fish, and drinking water. Ain't nothing wrong with that though. No sugar, no refined carbs, no red meat, basically just enough food to keep him standing. To burn even more calories, he added daily cardio, running and swimming every day. By the time filming resumed, he looked like a completely different person. On top of the dangerous weight loss, Hanks got a small cut on his knee that seemed harmless at first, until it got infected and turned into a serious problem. His body didn't have enough nutrients to fight it.
Why didn't this nigga, you need to put some, sporin on that motherfucker, my nigga. That ain't no regular cut, bruh. That shit look like it got some demons in there or something. Something waiting to be released. Real shit though. Oh God.
It off. He said, I got an infection from a cut and it was eating its way through my leg. I didn't know it, I just thought I had a sore. He ended up in the hospital for 3 days and the film production was shut down for almost 3 weeks. But it gets worse. Years later, Tom revealed he had developed type 2 diabetes.
God damn, nigga.
And his doctors told him it was partially because of how often he had pushed his body to extreme lengths for roles, with Castaway being one of the worst. Even though the film earned him an Oscar nomination and is considered one of his best performances, it also may have left him with permanent health issues. And while Tom Hanks transformed while chasing an Oscar, 50 Cent risked his life for a film that nobody saw.
Every time I see that nigga 50 Cent looking like that, bro, I can't keep myself serious, bro. This nigga's not real, bro. I know, but really, I get it though. If I was 50 Cent, I would have thought I was gonna get an Oscar too, doing some shit like that. Like, yeah, I'm finna lose all this weight. Niggas gonna be like, Chris, how you do it? How you do it? Nigga, I'm finna be a skinny ass nigga.
You see, Lil Meech posted up with Floyd Mayweather? Lil Meech and Big Meech, nigga, they took a family photo, nigga. I was like, 50 Cent finna get on their ass,
Nigga, 50 Cent finna cancel the whole family now.
I hate them niggas. What we watching, chat?
Nigga, I'm looking at, they destroyed their body.
Hey, you ain't never seen Germ at home, homeboy. You ain't never. I'm normally in the chat.
Hey, bro, let's see the retweets,
I'm normally
bro.
in the chat.
Bro.
I got you, bro.
Oh, he gonna show it anyways.
I'm gonna show y'all niggas anyways, bro. Nigga just got his shit done. I look kind of handsome right now.
Damn, bro.
Y'all better hide y'all hoes, bro.
Damn, bro, my nigga gotta retwist this shit.
Y'all better hide y'all
Niggas
hoes,
got cuts
bro.
a few days ago and shit
got
too.
Cuts and retwists.
You feel what I'm saying? Y'all niggas
hide
can't.
Y'all bitches, bro.
Y'all niggas can't fuck with HQ right
bitches,
now, nigga.
Bro.
Hey, look what this nigga DJ said earlier, bro.
I already know he was on some Diddy shit.
Nah, he said fuck HQ.
What?
Look right here.
DJ get his. His insides reprimanded. Nigga.
You see that?
Yeah.
See what type of nigga DJ is, bro?
Yeah, bro. This nigga better never try to pull up to the crib.
Nigga, what the fuck?
This nigga banned.
Nigga, banned.
This nigga banned.
Damn near for life. Real shit though.
Oh God.
Yeah, but what you?
And you be hitting your shit on stream? I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you talking about either.
I meant your little shit, but that's kind of
that's
crazy.
Anyway. I never do
that's
that.
kind
You
of
feel
crazy.
me? I'm not.
Anyways. Not for no stream.
I'm not getting on the hub.
Yeah, not for no stream. Yeah, hell yeah.
Feel what I'm saying? We not.
That's kind of strange. I don't know why I said that.
This not the fans.
They destroyed their bodies for Hollywood. What you watching, bro?
Bro, look at this shit. This just had me dead, bro. Every time I see this picture, bro. Hold on. You gotta wait.
Oscar nomination and is considered one of his best performances, it also may have left him with permanent health issues. And while Tom Hanks transformed while chasing an Oscar, 50 Cent...
Bro, 50 Cent didn't do this. This nigga look like a monkey. What the fuck? This nigga is so ugly. This nigga look like an experiment going wrong, nigga. This nigga look like an experiment going wrong, but they had to keep it, nigga.
Bro,
This nigga look like the first ever monkey, nigga. He look like the first nigga. He look like the first. He was like the first nigga ever, bro. I ain't gonna.
Bro,
lie.
you see what I'm talking about though? This is why I started dying, nigga, thinking about 50 Cent.
Yeah, bro. This nigga look like the first ever nigga.
No, but real shit though. If you 50 Cent and you doing that shit, don't you think you finna get an Oscar? Feel me? Nigga, I'm doing shit like this, nigga, I'm getting an Oscar automatically.
100%. There's no way I don't get an Oscar. I look like this, nigga.
Nigga.
This nigga like, I don't even know.
Nobody even watched this movie.
What movie is this?
Bro, let's look it up, actually. I'm gonna get right back to the reaction, Tayshawn, don't worry. What movie? Actually, you'll probably tell me in the video. Anyways, did 50 Cent lose weight for?
Yeah, and they already got the...
All Things Fall Apart.
You gonna watch that?
Yo,
You gonna watch that, Chris?
when we go watch that today?
You gonna watch that this weekend?
Alright, word. All Things Fall Apart.
Cent risked
Alright, word.
his life for a film that nobody saw. No awards, no acclaim, just a brutal wake.
Bro, is that Ty in there? Yeah. Tell that nigga to turn that speaker down, bro.
Hey, Chris said you fucking with his stream. Chris said you fucking with his stream.
Cut for a role that did not give him the credibility
You
he
said what?
I forgot the whole purpose of me coming up here. I don't even think we got cups.
We actually, I think we do. We might. No, we don't. We don't.
Down?
We don't.
We don't? Yeah. Alright, no, we don't.
Why? You got a drink or something?
Yeah, I got some.
Nigga looking for some privacy, huh?
Oh, alright.
Hey, you dead funny. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even know we gotta put that up in the rafters. We ain't been.
It's just shelved.
Yeah, oh god, we ain't been adding to the rafters recently.
was hoping for. But real quick, have you ever Googled your name and seen yourself on one of those and automatically remove your info without is flooded with spam?
Hey, bro. I'm gonna go mute real quick. All right, I'm back. Let's get to it.
Here's why. There are data broker companies,
I don't care.
data brokers, and real-time fraud
I don't care.
or free for 14
I don't care.
either. In
I don't care. I don't care.
2011, old. I'm not leaving myself vulnerable, and you shouldn't either. In 2011, 50 Cent released a film called All Things Fall Apart. He wrote it, financed it, starred in it, and most people have never heard of it. But during filming, he went through one of the
I'm not gonna lie. This nigga wrote this role is what's blowing me now. Now I'm dead. I'm thinking an Oscar Oscar-winning person wrote this bitch. Nah, nigga. This was 50
most
Cent.
extreme physical transformation
I'm really watching this movie, though, and I'm going to let y'all know what I think about it, because it might be some shit that we just ain't tap in with because we ain't know.
any actor has ever attempted. He played Dion Barnes, a top college football player who gets diagnosed with cancer.
Bro, why this nigga got dreads, bro? I can't take 50 Cent serious.
The character starts the movie healthy and muscular, then rapidly declines into a frail, sickly version of himself. And 50 decided to show that transformation for real. It wasn't just a creative decision, it was personal. Growing up, one of 50's closest friends died from cancer. He said,
Alright. Nah, I respect you, 50. What's good, Kamar? I respect you, 50. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know you did it for your friend.
that memory stuck with him, and if he was going to play someone going through that, he felt he had to get it right.
I had a friend of mine that...
Huh? Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, this shit, whole time, bro, he made this movie, like, nah, we gonna watch it, bro. I ain't gonna talk about it.
Like, you don't want to watch it?
Nah, we gotta watch it. Like, we have to. Like, cause nigga, like, he wrote this bitch. Wrote it, nigga. Put the money in for it, nigga. Produced it, nigga.
Oh, yeah. This a real 50 movie.
This a 50 movie, bro. And he had dreads in the beginning.
Watching BMF.
I don't know, bro. When are you watching it?
I was on Twitter. They saying BMF back, nigga.
Bro, I told y'all.
This like they said season 3 the worst season like ever, but like they just bounced back.
Bro, I told you BMF not even that bad. Niggas was hating this shit.
Was we hated? Oh no, I felt like we had reason to hate.
I was still enjoying it. Nigga
Chainz?
moving way.
2 Chainz though, Lil Baby.
Yeah.
What the fuck was
Hard
they in
at
the show
them
for?
the best actors I seen on.
Who was they in the show for?
All right, Toy.
Yeah. Growing up. You know, so it was exciting. And when I was making the physical transformation, I concentrated on how he actually looked to me.
His routine sounds simple, but it nearly killed him. Every day he ran on a treadmill for a total of 3 hours. When the fatigue set in, he'd slow to a walk, but he never stopped completely. Plus, he was doing this while barely eating anything of substance. Just a liquid-only diet. No processed food, barely any calories, just protein shakes, coconut water, and unsweetened juice. With so few calories,
This nigga was trying to kill himself damn near. How you gonna run and not eat?
his body burned through all the fat and most of his muscle, and the side effects were obvious. He looked unrecognizable. His cheeks were sunken in, his frame looked like skin and bones, and his eyes looked visibly exhausted. He later admitted he was constantly lightheaded and had to mentally force himself not to eat. I was starving. I would have to restrain myself. I had to discipline myself not to actually eat. When the transformation was complete, he had lost 54 pounds.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. 50 Cent a real ass nigga.
Can I tell the chat something?
Alright, bro. What's up, bro?
Bro, alright, bro.
I had a lot of interruptions already. You done been blowing this music loud as hell, nigga. Damn near couldn't hear myself and shit.
Pounds in just 9 weeks, dropping from 214 to 1.
I need a doctor music video. Nigga, that's what the fuck this shit. I need a doctor. That's what that nigga needed at this point. Dead ass. Like, this shit actually, like, you know, it make me squirm seeing niggas look like this. For real, for real. This shit not
60,
healthy.
which may not sound extreme to some, but when you're naturally a big guy like 50 Cent, that kind of weight loss can be seriously dangerous. And although 50 took the role as seriously as anyone could, the film didn't do nearly as well as he hoped. It had a small budget and barely got distributed. After bouncing around a few film festivals, it eventually landed on BET a year later, but it received no awards and barely got any attention. And the craziest part about this was that nobody asked him to do it.
Alright, chill, come on. I don't look like that nigga. I'm sorry. That right there is ridiculous. You feel me? Like, you looking yourself in the mirror and then you just like, you damn near invisible. You feel what I'm saying? That's how that nigga should feel about himself. Hello?
Oh, you're on stream?
Yeah.
Never mind, I'll text you.
You text me?
I'll text you.
Alright. Yeah, nah. I ain't no skin and bones like that.
The director didn't tell him to drop the weight. It wasn't in the script nor in the contract. 50 just wanted to prove to everyone that he could be a serious actor and dedicate the film to his late friend. It did not earn him the Hollywood credibility he was chasing, but it still stands as one of the most extreme body transformations any actor has ever done. People have used photos of this role to mock 50 or troll him because, out of context, it could look funny, but it's arguably one of the most impressive things he has done in his entire career. And while 50 Cent pushed himself by choice, Judy Garland was forced. Her breakout role demanded intense weight loss, grueling hours, and pills just to function, and what producers did to her was far darker than anyone could have imagined. Judy Garland was just 16 years old when she played Dorothy in the classic 1939 film The Wizard of Oz. It became the most iconic role of her career, but behind the scenes, it was nothing like the wholesome movie people remember. MGM forced her to do things that would never be acceptable today. From the moment she was cast, the studio told her she did not look the part. Even though she was still a teenager, executives said she looked too mature and too heavy to play a young girl, so they put her on a brutal, restrictive diet that consisted of black coffee, chicken soup, lettuce, and cigarettes.
What the fuck? 80 cigarettes a day? Oh, nah, I ain't gonna lie. These niggas had her fucked up. That's ridiculous. That's damn near like, I don't know. Nigga, where the fuck was her family at, bro? Where was the support? Where was the people that supposedly love her?
No real meals and barely any calories. And that wasn't even the worst part. MGM gave the 16-year-old drugs to keep her working as many hours as possible.
They were giving her Adderall? Wow.
Keep her weight down and her energy up, they gave her what they called...
Nigga, they had her... Ty, bro. They needed her to lose weight for this role. They had her eating or smoking 80 cigarettes a day, drinking coffee, and eating lettuce.
Nigga,
and
why
then
her eyes look like that?
Nigga, because of that, huh?
Is that why?
No, yeah, it's because of that Adderall, nigga.
Just in case you finna look back here, I'm sitting on the couch, brother.
You see what I was? Did you see what I wrote though? Oh, you ain't see it earlier. It was, no, not that. It was I was talking about your nuggets and shit. McDonald's. We watched the video on how the nuggets was made, and I told them how you was eating 50 nuggets a day or 40 nuggets.
Bro, I think I cleared like 200 in one weekend.
I said that you was eating 40 times 3, which equals 120, and you were what's it called? And it was making you your body deteriorate.
Bro, I did think that's why I got sick, bro.
Yes, he's basically what did he delete? Diddy is free. Yes, basically, not all the way, but if
what you think, brother?
If you read, they done gave that nigga basically they dropped some of the charges, most of the charges, and they about to free that nigga basically. Why is she timed out? Hold on, I got you, Kamar. Nightbot tripping.
What you think, brother?
Hold on. All right, there you go.
I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, that nigga Nightbot be on some shit. My bad, Kamar. You should be good now. Nah, he just be tripping. Lil Cuz be tripping, you feel what I'm saying? I gotta make sure he cool every once in a while.
That bitch ass nigga Nightbot?
Yeah, you know how Nightbot Nightbot be. You know what type of shit he be on.
I'm listening.
What do you keep talking about? I'm listening.
Look.
Hold on though, hold on. I'm trying to do something real quick. Damn, this shit crazy.
I'm listening, bro.
Alright, bro. What is it, Ty?
Look at the whiteboard.
I'm looking at it, nigga. Who is that?
Nigga, I'm on the couch. You don't like my portrait?
You're dumb as shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You might be the...
I'm listening.
Bro. That might be, nigga, the dumbest shit you done ever did, nigga.
I'm listening. Look. Look, though. This how I was sitting.
Bro, that's...
I'm listening.
Alright, bro. Chat, so this is Ty right here. He's listening.
It's my stand-in, nigga. I was too busy to be here today.
He was too busy to be here today. That's what according to
mentally, I could still sit here in conversation.
Okay.
Sounded like you was over there doubting me.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix this shit right
Bro,
here.
let me stop giving you hella shit to handle at one time, cause your ass.
No, it's because of this shit. Like, I don't know what's going on, bro.
You got the multitasking skill of a koala bear.
All right, bro.
Of a sloth, nigga.
I'm glowing type shit. It's because of that light, you know what I'm saying? I just got my hair cut. Thank you, though. All right.
Bro, oh yeah, Chris. Can you please fix my doctor's note?
Yes, I got you. After this, I got you. Let me finish up this video.
No, the whole stream.
Huh?
You can finish up the whole stream.
I know. I'm saying I'm just gonna finish up this
Pep-up
video.
pills, which were just
thinking I'm gonna tap into
amphetamines.
one more
And since
too,
the
though.
pills kept her wired, they had to knock her out at night with barbiturates.
No, I
She
wasn't
said,
oiled
"They give
up,
us
okay?"
Pep-up pills to keep us on our feet long.
3 more videos. Watch the new HQ drop, bro.
Okay, I'll just watch the next HQ vlog drop after this thing.
I bet.
Yeah.
Long after we were exhausted. Then they'd take us to the
Huh?
And lessons,
They're like 2 seconds anyway.
studio hospital
Right? Yeah.
and knock us out with sleeping pills. On top of the pills and starvation, MGM modified her physical appearance. She wore a tight corset to flatten her chest, rubber discs in her nose to
Oh,
narrow
no.
its shape, and dental caps to fix her smile. The iconic Dorothy look was manufactured down to the smallest detail. Studio head Louis B. Mayer, one of the most powerful men in Hollywood at the time, would walk up behind her and place his hands on her chest to fix her posture. Judy later said she felt completely powerless. She couldn't speak out or push back because she knew her entire career would be over. And keep in mind, she was only 16 years old at the time. The Wizard of Oz became a massive hit that will be remembered for generations, and Judy's performance turned her into a star, but it came at a cost. The same pills that kept her working as a teenager became a lifelong addiction. Judy Garland tragically died of a barbiturate overdose at just 47 years old. If she never did The Wizard of Oz, she might have never become a Hollywood star. Then again, she probably would not have died so young. We've seen actors rapidly
how old was
lose
she when
weight
she
by
died?
basically eating nothing but air.
Alright, let me go back.
Only 16 years old at the time. The Wizard of Oz became a massive hit that will be remembered for generations, and Judy's performance turned her into a star, but it came at a cost. The same pills that kept her working as a teenager became a lifelong addiction. Judy Garland
This is her?
tragically died of a barbiturate overdose at just 47 years old.
Yeah, nah.
If she never did The
They cooked her ass. I ain't gonna lie. Off rip.
Wizard of
They were
Oz,
giving her the Adderall, coffee, and 40 cigarettes, 80 cigarettes. She
she might have never become a Hollywood star.
You're
Then
right, my
again,
bad,
she
Tayshaun.
probably would not have died so young. We've seen actors rapidly lose weight by basically eating nothing but air, and then there's Rob McElhenney, who ate a ton of ice cream to make himself look like a slob. Again, nobody asked Rob to do this. His inspiration came from watching the legendary sitcom Friends. As the seasons evolved, the entire cast seemed to level up, appearing better looking due to larger paychecks to consume healthier foods, afford dietitians, and the pressure to maintain Hollywood beauty standards. Rob thought it would be hilarious to have the opposite transformation as his show, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, got more successful. Rob discovered the secret to gaining weight: drink as many calories as possible.
I would have my assistant in the morning go out and buy a gallon of ice cream, and he would put it out on the counter, and I wouldn't eat it until 4 o'clock in the afternoon because it would melt, and I would drink it.
You would drink melted ice cream?
Yeah, because you can drink that many calories a day, you can't eat that many calories. At least I can't.
He started having chest
That nigga's a genius, though. I ain't gonna lie.
pains, and his doctor begged him to stop attempting to gain weight. However, it paid off, because Fat Mac produced some of the funniest moments in It's Always Sunny history.
What is your confession?
I'm fat. Oh, what's up, bitch? I did it! I'm 200 pounds. I'm as big as my avatar. I'm healthier than you, bro.
Well, I wouldn't.
Hello? What's up? What are you doing? Oh, I'm streaming right now. No, you all good. Yeah. Okay, alright. Bye.
I wouldn't exactly say you're healthy. You have
type 2 adult onset diabetes.
I mean, they're delicious. They're full of carbs, which is great for a pump, and they're cheap as
The best part about Fat Mac was the redemption arc, as he was able to use this as an opportunity to get ripped beyond belief and shock the whole crew.
Okay, everybody, are you ready? Bam! All right, what's up?
What's going on?
Oh, well, I got into really good shape.
I don't really know what's going on here, though. You look like a baby.
Yeah,
like
so
a
just
toddler.
we're not gonna. Why did I do it?
Nobody knows.
We don't know. Okay. So
Put my
you
shirt
have a
on.
great plan. I think that's best. But,
Congrats, Mac. It looks really good.
Good job.
Can we figure out?
Crazy thing is that Rob trained for months to get ripped just for a 2-minute joke. Now that's dedication. In a weirder twist, when Chrissy Metz was cast as Kate in This Is Us, producers actually wanted her to stay heavier to reflect the character's ongoing struggles with weight. Now, it's no secret that Chrissy was already plus-sized in real life, but it shows what Hollywood producers might demand to bring their vision to the big screen.
They were like, we have to fit you for a fat suit. I was like, what? And I remember getting measured at the costume house, and they're like, it's gonna be 109 inches. Wow. I'm like, oh, okay. They called it the couch. Like, that's what we ended up calling it on the shoot was, oh, here's Chrissy's couch, because it's basically couch cushions. There's a story that I literally got stuck in my trailer. We had a separate dressing tent because I couldn't go in and out of my trailer. So we had it on the stage or on location, wherever we were. And one day I forgot my phone, or I forgot something that was important. I ran back and I got stuck in the trailer. And I thought, who's gonna find me?
And this kind of begs the question if actors actually need to change their bodies. With CGI and a little bit of movie magic,
That's facts.
anything is possible.
A lot of y'all be out here doing this shit, but like, I do it just for the grind and shit, you feel me? But like, a lot of y'all niggas be out here doing this shit for no reason. Real shit.
And some actors straight up refuse to make a drastic change, like Robert Pattinson, who took a different path when preparing for The Batman. Robert deliberately avoided the intense bulking routines typical of superhero portrayals. In a 2020 interview with GQ, he said, "I think if you're working out all the time, you're a part of the problem. You set a precedent. No one was even doing this in the 70s. Even James Dean, he wasn't exactly ripped." This stance was clearly the opposite to previous Batman actors, but the thing is, Pattinson still had a great physique. He did some training, including bodyweight exercises, long-distance runs, and military-style sandbag workouts. By no means was he scrawny or out of shape. A lot of the feelings that Robert did not do enough come from the fact that Hollywood body standards have changed significantly. Because Tobey Maguire's body transformation for Spider-Man back in the day was being treated like he transformed into a world-class athlete.
What'd you do? You do special workout? Because when you finally turn into Spider-Man, you're muscular as hell. Well, how did that work? How do you get that size?
I worked out for 5 months, 6 days a week, up to 4 hours a day.
And do you eat more food when you do that?
Had a nutritionist, and I was eating 4 to 6 meals a day. Lots of protein.
Back in 2002, Tobey Maguire built an impressive physique while preparing for his role as Spider-Man. But if you looked at him today with the exact same build, some people would say it doesn't even compare to other actors' dedication, because now actors are expected to look like bodybuilders when playing.
This was a crazy ass build. Have y'all ever seen the little Chris Evans before this shit in the Captain America? That shit is too funny.
Superhero.
Like
and
this.
look, I'm not making any accusations out here, but there are tons of credible resources on the internet that suggest that some of your favorite actors are out here doing a little jabby jab to get that Terminator look they so desperately want. So when Robert Pattinson showed up in The Batman with a body that looked, well, naturally attainable, people wanted to criticize him. As a bodybuilder and steroid user, I find it pretty criminal how widespread the usage and denial of usage of PEDs is in Hollywood. It puts in a lot of effed up body image issues, and then they go on and do news stories about X, Y, or Z workout or diet or trendy fitness thing that helped them achieve their goals. Meanwhile, they'd be looking very different without the large amounts of PEDs they're using. Actors don't necessarily need to be jacked to play the role, because Batman Batman is the world's greatest detective, and that alone is enough to tell his stories. Although if you put Robert Pattinson's body next to Toby's from 2002, it's not that different, but one was called jacked while the other was criticized. It just goes to show what used to be impressive is now considered the bare minimum, and what used to be the bare minimum doesn't even make it past the audition. And while some questioned Pattinson's dedication, Christian Bale went so far for his role that it nearly killed him. When people talk about actors
Who is this nigga? This is not Christian Bale, bro. This is not my Batman. This is not my Batman.
transforming their bodies to the extreme for a role, Christian Bale in The Machinist always comes up. In the 2004 film, Bale plays Trevor Resnick, a factory worker so plagued by guilt and paranoia that he hadn't slept in a year. Obviously, a guy like that would not look too healthy, so instead of relying on CGI or special effects, Bale decided he'd actually become that guy in real life. He dropped down to an insanely low 120 pounds, which is scary considering he's 6 foot tall. That's the kind of weight that would put most people in a hospital bed, not on a movie set. His diet wasn't just restrictive, it was borderline starvation. For months, he survived exactly on 1 can of tuna and 1 apple per day. No processed sugar, no real fat, basically 0 nutrients. To keep hunger at bay,
I don't even want to look at that shit, bro. What the fuck?
Bale smoked cigarettes constantly and chugged black coffee just to have enough energy to stay awake. He initially wanted to push it even further to around 100 pounds, but the producers had to step in because they thought he actually might die. He changed so drastically, it makes anyone else who lost weight for a role look like they did not even try. He lost all muscle mass, his skin became paper thin, and his bones stuck out in every scene. Bale later described it as feeling like his body did not even belong to him. He was so malnourished that he'd sometimes zone out and completely forget where he was while filming. Even basic tasks like standing up or walking up a flight of stairs became exhausting. He said, when you're so skinny that you can hardly walk up a flight of stairs, you're like this being of pure thought. It's like you've abandoned your body. The drastic weight loss left Bale visibly emaciated. Immediately after filming wrapped, Bale faced another body transformation challenge. He had to rapidly bulk up to 220 pounds in just 6 months for his next role as Batman Begins. Although The Machinist wasn't a major success following its release, Bale's physical transformation turned it into a cult classic, earning him a reputation as one of Hollywood's most extreme method actors. And we all know that method actors are so incredibly dedicated to their roles that they can often go insane, even potentially losing their lives for their art. But if you want to hear more about that, check out this video.
That's the Joker. Yeah, I was gonna say.
In your thoughts, you was wishing it's a dream. You could wake up and make your bed, move on to the next scene. But in reality, no better than a fiend. If that blunt gets a sparking, you better pass to me. We gotta do better. Just change with the weather. Gotta keep that skin.